everyone, today I'm going to be doing a bookshelf tour. I'm going to be doing a bookshelf tour of this bookshelf. I do have two other bookshelves downstairs, but they just hold like my little books I read when I was really young and stuff, much younger than I am now. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a bookshelf tour and showing you all the books on my bookshelf. Also, in this video, if you see like a book and you're like, hey, what about that book over there? That's probably a library book, and I'm not showing off library books because I don't actually own them, and they'll have to be returned to the library at some point. But yeah, if you want to see the library books I currently have, you can check out my library book haul, which will be in my annotations right up there, and you can check that out. And yeah, so let's get started with the video. So this is a really quick overview of all my shelves. I only have three, so there's the top one, the second one, and the third one, and I'm only doing this bookshelf for the tour, and it'll probably be much shorter than a lot of other people's bookshelves tour because mine's pretty small, so yeah. Also, if you can't already tell, my shelves are sorted by rainbow colors, so yeah. Also, I won't be having like books in series together unless they're all the same color. Just letting you know, they'll be mixed up because this is a rainbow bookshelf. So the first book we have is Only the Good Spy Young by Ali Carter, The Storybook of Legends by Shannon Hale, and The French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins, Rebel Belle by Rachel Hawkins, Keeping the Moon by Sarah Dessen, Remember Me by Sophie Kinsella, Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page, Ruby Red by Kirsten Gear, The Elite by Kiera Cass, Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins, Soundless by Rochelle Mead, The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness, Meant to Be by Melody Carlson, Destined for Dune by Carrie Corp and Lori Langdon, Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins, The Distance Between Us by Cassie West, Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, Miss Mayhem by Rachel Hawkins, On the Fence by Cassie West, Legend by Maria Liu, Broken Wings by Shannon Didamore, Second Chance Summer by Morgan Matson, The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants by Anne Brashars, Dune by Carrie Corp and Lori Langdon, 15th Summer by Michelle Dalton, The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson, Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson, Isla and the Happily Ever After by Stephanie Perkins, Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella, The Selection by Kiera Cass, The Siren also by Kiera Cass, Popular by Maya Van Wagner, The Faults in Our Stars by John Green, and Emily and the New Moon by L.M. Montgomery. Now we are on to my second shelf, A Wonderful World by Shannon Hale, Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins, Shatter Me and Unravel Me by Tahara Mafi, The Young Elites by Marie Lu, and Prodigy also by Marie Lu, Angel Eyes by Shannon Didamore, The Captive Maiden by Melanie Dickerson, I Tell You I Love You But Then I Have to Kill You by Ali Carter. Also, I apologize if the light's kind of bad. My light, it's really hard to like light it with my light because the cord only goes so far, but I am trying in this video, just keep that in mind. Shades of Dune by Carrie Corp and Lori Langdon, Passenger by Alexandra Bracken, Of Poseidon by Anna Banks, Waterfall by Lisa T. Bergen, Off the Page by Jodi Picoult and Samantha Van Leer, Alienated by Melissa Landers, The Prince, which is a novella to the selection, and it's very, very small, as you can see. This is like super tiny. Look at this. Look how tiny. This is tiny. I'm just saying. It just fits like a little here on my shelf. I'm just not going to show them together because I just want to show how tiny that was. The Air by Kiera Cass, This Lullaby by Sarah Dessen, The Rainbow Magic Collection, which it just looked big enough to put on my shelf, so that's the only reason it's actually here and not on my shelf downstairs. But this includes Sky the Blue Fairy, Indigo, I forget her name. I forget the Skull's name, but she's the Indigo Fairy, and then Heather the Violet Fairy, I believe, and then there's this bonus story about books and stuff. It's actually really good. I remember when I read it. The Unfairest of Them All by Shannon Hale, Lady Renegades by Rachel Hawkins, Happily Ever After by Kiera Cass, The Love That Split the Worlds by Emily Henry, The Forbidden Wish by Jessica Cahorny, Mangonia by Maria Devana Headley, and Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir, Across the Universe by Beth Ribis, Divergent by Veronica Roth, and the final book I have on the shelf is Wreck This Journal by Kiri Smith, which is not exactly a book, it's just kind of, well, it is a book, but like, all you do is wreck the journal. It's not something you really read that much. And here we have this small little bottom shelf right here. It's just, this is all the books there is. There's like a book falling right over here. But yeah, these are all the books I have here. Yeah. Out of Sight, Out of Time by Ali Carter, The Giver by Lois Lowry, The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey, If I Stay and Where She Went by Gail Foreman. We have The Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy, starting with The Summer I Turned Pretty, It's Not Summer Without You, and We'll Always Have Summer, all by Jenny Han. The One by Kiera Cass, Just Ask by Melody Carlson, The Fill-In Boyfriend by Cassie West, Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson, The Siren by Kiera Cass, but this is not the edition I had on my shelf above. This is the old edition, and so it's a completely different story about Kaylin and Akinali and all those other characters we love in that story. So yeah, this is just a different version of it. My Amish Boyfriend and Trading Secrets, both by Melody Carlson. As you can see, my books are falling. Woohoo! Stay. To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. Just Listen by Sarah Dessen, Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell, and the last book I have on my shelf is Tinkerbell, and these are the two magical tales, and there's The Trouble with Tink and Tink North of Neverland, with a beautiful poster. There's a beautiful poster inside. I think this is the poster, but this is the only reason this is on my shelf and not the one downstairs, because it just looks big enough to be a book on my shelf, so I just put it on my shelf anyways, because of that reason. Now moving on to this random clutter of stuff over here. Yeah, okay, so first off, we have my two apples I'm going to show off right here. This one is signed by Lana Parrilla, who plays the evil queen on Once Upon a Time, and this is signed by Rebecca Mader, who plays Zelina on Once Upon a Time, and they are sisters, if you didn't know, in the show. So I kind of got red apple for evil queen, Zelina green for Wicked Witch. It totally works, and yeah! Then right here I have some heart thing. I don't quite know, I bought it one day, I'm like, oh, this looks cool. There's like this little poppy in there. And I bought it in Medicine Hat, where my great Oma lived before she died, so I got that there. And more Once Upon a Time stuff. What do you know? This is like a little Richmond tour guide thing, so welcome to Storybook, and so it shows you the places where they film, all the filming sites where they film. It's a really cool place. You should totally go visit it if you're ever in Vancouver or something, and anywhere near Vancouver. And then there's also the Storybook post offices, which has stuff you can get from Once Upon a Time stuff, and I actually own this mug on this right here. That's not on my shelf. Yeah, there's that. And then I have this candle that is just chilling here, and it says, a true friend walks in when the rest of the world walks out. And I got this from my friend for my 13th birthday. Yeah, my 13th birthday. And I was really glad to get it. I really like it. I think it's so adorable. It's so cute. And then over here I have some reindeer. What? Oh gosh. And then I have this reindeer. It's just made of bells and stuff. I don't know, it just chills my shelf because, you know, it's just like, hey, we're gonna chill here and stuff. And then I have my Cinderella thing that's over here. It's my Cinderella thing. I forget what it's called. It's like, I know what it's called, I just forgot the moment, but you know probably what it's called. Snow globe, yeah, there we go. And then over here are my two TBR jars. Yes, I have two, and they're both very different. This one has all my TBR books, and there should be more in here by now. So I haven't updated it, because these are just the books I put in here when I was making my TBR jar. There's quite a lot of books in here, but I didn't do a TBR jar for this month because I've kind of picked out way too many books for my TBR. So there's no TBR jar this month. And then over here I have my challenge jar. So if I either want to do the TBR jar, I can do that, or if I want to do this challenge jar, I'll pick something out. For example, on the top here it says, read a book by a debut author from this year. I have The Love That Split the World by Emily Henry. She's a debut author, so that would count for that challenge. So if I ever want to pick something out that I can like go through a category of books to read, then I can do that. I could also go to the library if I really wanted to for that one. So those are my TBR jars and stuff. And then if you see this random necklace over here, I gave this to my friend from Korea, and I gave her another one, but it says friends on it, and I gave it to her like a long time ago. Don't know if she wore it. I've never worn it actually, but yeah, it's that. So that was my book tour, shelf tour thing. That took forever, but I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I put a lot of effort into it. It took forever, but yeah, thanks you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.